Good evening. Welcome back. We've returned. Hello, Officer Fussy Boots, Gab Clash. Good evening. It's almost 6 a.m. for you. Jeez. That's either really late or really early. Oh man, my webcam's all sorts of wonky. 7 p.m. over here. Perfect timing. Nice. It's 8 p.m. here. So you're an hour behind me. Hello, Ashward. Welcome in. Good evening. Been missing these at work. 8 p.m. for you as well. Nice. Eastern time for the win. Alright, so I know I said we're not going to cover much GCC, but GCC is getting into the playoffs. And even though it's not in hard mode, it is going to be a silver ticket tournament. I also didn't realize which HTM esports we were going to be watching tonight. Apparently it's going to be the NA roster, which I'm fine either way, because I like some of these players as well. So it's not the defending world champions, but it is going to be Ghost, Marawi, Cab, Agent 33, and Rigo Torres. So definitely some fan favorites on this lineup as well. So we're in round of 64, which means it is in elimination phases for GCC. Just a few more weeks, and we'll be getting into the big old finals and figuring out who gets the silver ticket. Hello, Yasa. Welcome in. GCC indeed. Alright. Make sure. I think I got everything where it's supposed to be. So yeah, tonight's just going to be a short stream. We're just going to cover this match. There wasn't really a whole lot else going on, and I've been just grinding away at the YouTube stuff. Tomorrow, we're going to be on earlier, of course, and we will be going for a bit longer. So I got a longer stream planned for tomorrow. Do they have a bracket? They do have a bracket. I can bring it up. Let's take a look at it. Also, let's take a look at this lineup. I can kind of grab it during the match as well. We'll take a deeper look at it like after the match wraps up. Look at all the matchups that are happening this week. I know Navi plays tomorrow. Tribe Gaming also play tomorrow, but both of those are at noon and I'll be at work. Welcome in, Sir Jet. So we got Danny, Dandy, Santiago, Retweak, and Will. Also some familiar names over here on the Neverland lineup. So this HTM team does have their hands full with this Neverland team. It's going to be a good match, and here we go. Marawi is in. Also, Lil G-Dad, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. All right, here we go. Here we go. The Queen on the bottom right side of the base with the Barbarian King. Siege Barracks at 3 o'clock, and it is going to be Root Riders. Let's take a quick look at the hero equipment. All right. Got Root Riders. Root Riders in from the bottom side. EU Tribe. Hello, Thief. I'm a fan of Tribe. We'll see if they're able to actually get their silver ticket. That's the first step. They don't have one yet, and this is going to be the last chance. Well, this and ESL. I believe they're still running for ESL. But they're running out of opportunities to actually get in there. Tribe Gaming just have to get over that hump. They keep failing like just one attack in a critical moment, and they gotta get over that. That's been holding them back all year. Also, this attack is looking good here from Mr. Marawi. Looks like it's gonna be crushed with the Root Riders and the Valkyries. Nicely done. But yeah, the losers from now on in GCC are going to be eliminated. It is going to be single elimination unless I'm mistaken. Let me see if I can find the bracket here. It would help if I get into the GCC server. There we go. Nicely done by Marawi. We'll see how many Root Rider attacks we see. I mean, like I said, it's not hard mode, so. Last month it was EXO. This month it's Chronos. Oof. Where did it go? Here it is. Proud to say you knocked a tribe to lower bracket in July quals. Alright, wait for the next hit from Neverland. I gotta remember where I seen the bracket, because I was looking at it. It's gotta be in the announcement somewhere. Here it is. Okay. I found it. Jesus, that's big. There we go, that's better. Hello, Power Grade. Single elimination till top 8, then double elimination. Gotcha, thank you. I figured it changed at some point, I just couldn't remember when. Alright, alright. Waiting for the next attack from Neverland. They still have almost a minute. In the meantime, let me make sure I've got this correctly, and we'll just slowly look through all the teams that are still in it at the moment. That's mostly right. Let's try to make this a bit bigger. It's a lot of teams. I mean, obviously, 64 teams. Just a chess user. Hello. Welcome in. 10 months. Time flies. It's been a little while since I've seen you in here. Hope you're doing well. Alright, I think what we'll do is we're just going to make it big and look at one side at a time so that we can actually read it. That's better. And then we'll just hide it when the next attack goes in. So, Pulse Nebula, QG Knights, Sync Galaxy. Is that another synchronic team? Looks like it is. Alright, well, we're interrupted already. Here we go. We got Will in with first attack for Neverland, and they are also going to be bringing in the Root Riders. Alright, alright. How's the playoffs? Haven't seen them. I think the playoffs just started. We're early on in the playoffs. Round of 64. Sync Galaxy is Synchronic B team. Okay, I figured. It looked like the same logo, although it's kind of hard to tell because it's tiny. Alright, Will's looking good here. We got the Root Riders down the middle of the base. Pops King's ability. He's going to be jumping around with the giant gauntlet. Moving over towards that monolith on the left side of the base. Root Riders pushing in on the top side. He does have the overgrowth. He's just being very patient with it for now, especially since he only has the one to use. King finally on the monolith, trying to take that down. Alright, getting through the Inferno Towers. There's the overgrowth in the core of the base, covering up some defenses, and of course the Town Hall. Royal Champion and Queen both still have ability, still has Rage in the bag. We got a bunch of troops still moving through on the top side. Barbarian King and Queen still going strong on the left side as well. Not too bad. Hanging on to that Rage spell for this Town Hall area once the overgrowth does wear off, I would imagine. Might even use it over on the left side. We'll have to wait and see. Root Riders slowly but surely pushing through. The overgrowth does wear off. We'll be seeing the Rage spell coming in here before too long. Maybe. He's being very patient with it. Got Root Riders pushing in. We got the Rage on the bottom left. He's going to Rage up the Queen specifically to get the Town Hall down. And then everything else is just going to get taken out by the Valkyries. And it is going to be a triple for Neverland as well to start off this match. I see it under Will. Alright. As far as recognizable names, we've seen Robin Hood. They actually knocked Na'Vi out of one of the qualifiers earlier this year. So we'll see how they do. I mean, some of these are recognizable names, but Synchronic, we would expect to move forward. We've seen Mystic Warriors around, but not a whole lot like here lately. Quantum Spares, I've heard, are doing really well. We've seen Underworld X. There's a SEAL Team 6. Reckoning, they've got a nice lineup as well. So we'll be curious to see how far Reckoning make it. Not familiar with Team NL. I haven't seen Second Esport in forever. That's an old name. The Legends we've seen do pretty well. Some of these names are familiar, but I don't expect them to get too far. There's Na'Vi. Then we got Psycho Exports here on the bottom. And then EYG Hydrogen as well. Alright. So nothing really too crazy. Was Tribe Gaming not on this side? They might be on the other side. Or did I see them and then just forget? Am I blind? Take a look at the other side. Bye for another 6 months. Alright, chess user, take care. Oh, that's round of 128. Oh yeah, you're right. Whoops. I got the wrong bracket then. There are 2 posters. I just grabbed the one that was in broadcaster announcements. So it looks like an awful lot of teams. That would be why. Check general announcements. Gotcha. Thank you. I'm also keeping an eye out for the next attack to go in. We're not going to miss it. I'll find it. There it is. Oh, this is the one I was looking at. That's why I was confused. Say, I thought I'd seen Tribe Gaming on the right side earlier. So I was just looking at a different bracket this time. Here we go. Let's see what Ghost brings to the table here. Looks like they're going to stick with the Root Riders. They're going to try to speed things up a bit, especially if this match does go perfect, which when you're not playing in hard mode, it does happen more frequently. Got the Barbarian King, the Queen on the right side of the base. We do have the Spiky Ball. Other than that, looks like the equipment is going to be typical. We do have the, what is it called? Poison Lizard. I forgot what the thing was called. It's been so long since I've really seen it. But it's actually been popping up a bit more frequently here lately. At least it seems like it. So it seems like the pro players are liking the Poison Lizard more than the Diggy, which I do find really interesting here for the Grand Warden. But there we go. The Root Riders pushing straight in for the Eagle Artillery. King's already gone down to Phoenix in the core of the base. The Queen going on a bit of a walk down here. She's got the Tesla Farm and the Monolith. She might be in a little bit of trouble. We'll try to keep an eye on her as well, especially as the Root Riders push their way into the base. There's the overgrowth in the core to cover up the Town Hall, that multi-archer tower. A little bit awkward there. Did get skipped earlier. Finally goes down to the Barbarians. Queen tried to push through, but she's going to go down to the Monolith. And this is looking not super ideal here for Ghost. It's not looking like it's going to be a fail, but it does look like it is certainly slowing down here towards the back end of the attack. Tornado spinning troops around, finally letting up. And there's the rage spell here on the very back side. Try to push through these last few buildings before getting back to that Town Hall. We do have some super minions on the Town Hall. They'll get some damage on it. Maybe even take it out here as they get a lot of shots in. Not quite. But they do damage it quite a bit, and everything can move in, finish it up, and it's going to be a minute and a half on the dot. All right. Poor Shiv'em. Time battle? Likely. All right, I've got the correct bracket now, which was the one I was looking at. Yeah, this looks a little better. So this is round of 64. We'll look at it again. All right. Any big names that jump out? There's HTM Esports. What's the difference between the two HTM teams? Is one just called HTM, or are they just both called HTM Esports? Oh, this is the match we're watching right now, so that should answer my question. Okay, and then they just changed the other name to Hingatamawe, which is what HTM stands for. Alright, well, that answers that. There's a good chance here, if I'm reading this correctly, for an HTM versus HTM matchup. If Hingatamawe beat Let It Go, and HTM hold on to win this one, I think they both go here. Hingahuwawa. It took some practice to get that name down, and I'm proud of that. I'm just gonna keep saying it because I figured it out. It's a tongue twister for sure. Psycho and Project X. We got VM Legacy. I've never heard of some of these teams, like Norsk Strike. We'll be keeping an eye out for some of these newer teams as well, just to see what they bring to the table. So let me go to the other side of the war map so we can see when the other attacks come in. Yeah, there's Psycho and Project X. Interesting. That's Psycho Esports. Earlier we seen Psycho X Sports, which is their... I don't know if it's technically their B team, but I think it is. It might be. I don't know. VM Legacy versus HTM, real possibility? That'd be interesting. Dizzy versus Only X, yeah. There's Tribe Gaming. I knew they were on the right side. Helps when you have the right bracket. VM Infinity versus Team Queso. All right, we'll look at this a little bit more and then check the other side after this attack. Here we go. We got Dandy in. All right. I think I missed anything here. Are they bringing Root Riders? Yes, they are. It's going to be a lot of Root Riders in this match. It's just how it is. That's just how it is. Siege Barracks at 3 o'clock. Root Riders from the right side of the base. Barbarian King from the bottom. He's got the wall opened up for the Eagle Artillery. I would assume it's typical equipment, and I would be correct. Here we go. Root Riders, Valkyries pushing into the base. He does have that single overgrowth for the backside. I would imagine he covers up the Town Hall and the Monolith. Maybe not. We'll see. Oh, no, he's not going for the Town Hall at all. Okay. That's an interesting overgrowth, especially since there's nothing really back there quite yet. Probably could have held on to that for a few more seconds. Alright, well, he pushes right on through that Town Hall area. Still has Queen's ability, still has RC's ability, still has two freezes, and a rage. Okay. This is looking, not great. We're just now passing the 1 minute mark. He still has quite a bit of base left to get through. The last attack from HTM was about 1.5 minutes, so that's around the time they want to be. Not much slower than that. Otherwise, they are definitely going to be at a disadvantage here. Drops in the rage on the backside. He's got the freeze in. That was the last freeze there. I didn't see where the other one before that came in. But the RC is moving through some of these defenses. We're at 1:40. He might be able to hit that 1.5 minute mark here with the triple. It is going to be a 3-star. This one's definitely going to be one of the closer attacks. But that Queen with her ability still intact is going to be able to finish up everything that's left. It is going to be a little bit slower, but it is going to be the 3-star nonetheless. Nicely done here. 2 dandy. Down goes the Ricochet Cannon, and down goes the Multi-Archer Tower. Yeah, there's a reason people like to put that overgrowth on the Town Hall. Hello, Rox Gaming. Hope you have a nice day as well. Yeah, that Town Hall poison was a bit rough. Alright, I want to see the last few teams down here towards the bottom, then we're going to move this bracket around. We were looking at Team Queso, Almost Divorced. That Bubblegum? I thought Bubblegum disbanded. I guess not. I don't really expect a lot from a lot of these teams, but we'll see how far they go. It's going to get a lot more interesting as we get into the next couple of rounds. Alright, let's see if I can not cover myself up with this. Oops, that was the wrong way. We're getting there. That should do it. Alright. There's the other side of the bracket. I lost my mouse. There we go. Mr. Rich is definitely a team to keep an eye out for. Let's see. Superior Eater? Who is that? And Gel Esports? I've never heard of them either. Interesting. What does that say? Destroyer Exports. Hey, Kakugan, how's it going? Oh, okay. I'll definitely do that going forward, Power Greed. I appreciate it. Like I said, we're going to be covering more GCC as things start to wind down here through the playoffs. Keep an eye on who is pushing for that silver ticket. It's a big prize at the end. Why does Navi play? They already have a golden ticket. Because it's a big prize pool. So they get a chance to win some of that. And then if they do place high, get the silver ticket potentially, it just moves down to the next highest team that doesn't have one. Here we go. At least that's my understanding. I could be wrong. Alright, here we go. It's actually going to be Electro Dragons. Riga Torres coming in with something a little bit different. We got the blimp to the core of the base, the rage over the Town Hall, and there we go. The balloons out of the blimp take the Town Hall down very quickly. Electro Dragons pushing in behind. We have that Queen on the right side of the base. I think we got in... No, she didn't fire a giant arrow. I was going to say, we must have got in after she fired it, but nope. She didn't bring one. Alright, is there anything else interesting on the hero equipment? We do have Spiky Ball, which Spiky Ball is becoming a bit more common. It is a very cool equipment, very handy. Electro Dragons kind of getting stuffed in the core of the base. These archers on defense, a little bit annoying, and the E-Dragons in the core are dead. The RC has already lost her Fox. Hold on. This might be getting a little bit questionable here for Mr. Rigo Torres. RC's ability going off. We got the Hog Riders moving through the core of the base. Got to get through the scatter shot. The enemy Queen distracts. Down goes the RC. Oh no, he's in big trouble. He's only got the King and the Queen left. He does have a bunch of spells left to use. The King's got to go to ability here very shortly. Going to be a Queen charge to finish up this attack. He does have a nice wall break over here by the enemy Queen, but that Eagle is going to be up for a bit. And that's a lot of base to get through, even with a Queen charge. We'll see. He does have one more wall break as well. Queen's going to wrap around the king. Is somewhat low, but he can move out in front and do a bit of tanking here. All right, let's see. King beating on a wall. Down goes the enemy queen. His queen continuing in. There's the rage spell for the queen charge. The king goes down. He didn't have the phoenix there. I thought for sure he had phoenix. I mean, the king almost always does, and this rage isn't enough. And that's going to be a massive defense for Neverland. And this is no longer a match that comes down to time. Oof, unfortunate swing and a miss for Rigatores, but a big break for Neverland. Rip. The first non-Root Rider attack of the match, and it's a fail. E-Drags wasn't the move. Man tried to mix it up for us. He's trying to grab this eagle. He should be able to get that much. He does have another freeze. He should be able to get another building or two. There's one, there's two, and that's going to be it. There's not really much you can do with a freeze. He's going to try to grab that air defense, freeze the scattered poison tower. That's the only move he could make there. He does get one more building out of it. Wraps it up at 88%, but 88 is kind of low in the current meta. Unfortunate. Good try. This is definitely a meta that if you're going to fail, you want to fail in the 90s. So that one's going to be tough, but we'll see. Still a lot of attacks to go. There's a lot of war to be played. All right, where did the bracket go? Happy streaming and preparing to stream too. All right, best of luck to you as well, Rox. Is this a league match? This is a league match. Bro got his wig snatched. What makes you think I need a wig? Too good looking for that. Next defense incoming? We'll see. Yeah, this is GCC. This isn't just a league match. This is a match for the silver ticket tournament. There's only 2 silver ticket tournaments left, and this is one of them. The other one is ESL. Alright, bracket time. We've got, well, they can actually go in anytime now. So we'll wait until after this next attack. I think we looked at most of it. There's a few left. Alright, here we go. We got Super Barbs on the top right side. We are going back to the Root Riders. Queen on the right side of the base with the Ice Golem to tank that Expo for a little bit here. That Expo does do a lot of damage. That and the cannon, the Ice Golem does go down very quickly. Barbarian King coming in from the right side of the base as well. Alright, and again, we see that Poison Lizard on the Grand Warden instead of Diggy. Like I said, it's becoming a lot more common. I don't know what he wanted from the Queen. Actually, I'm positive he wanted the Queen to go down because she can grab that Eagle Artillery from the outside of the base, and that's perfect value there for the Queen. The King's going to move in. He does get caught in that Tornado Trap. Defensive Rage going off. The King's going to take a ton of damage, and he's going to go to Auto Ability, which isn't super ideal, but pops it there. He'll be able to get a few buildings out of the core of the base, and then Phoenix is going to help get a couple more, and there we go. King comes down to Phoenix, and he grabs a few more buildings out of the core of the base. In the meantime, again, we see these guys not going with the overgrowth on the Town Hall, and that was almost a big mistake the last time they did this. Let's see how it works out this time. Town Hall goes down. The Warden's ability wears off. The Town Hall Poison going to slow these Root Riders down quite a bit. Drops in the freeze for the Scatter and the Multi-Archer Tower. All right. I mean, they're avoiding damage for the most part aside from that Poison, but I mean, look at that. The Root Riders are just absolutely getting slapped. They're gone. They're not gone quite yet, but they're low. And the question is, does he have enough left over to finish up the rest of the base? The Queen's still going on the bottom side. We got a Rage for the Royal Champion on the left. I think he's still fine. I don't think it's going to matter. Pops the RC's ability. We got Hog Riders coming out. The Root Riders are gone. There's one left. It's actually... No, the Warden's going to finish the Multi-Inferno Tower. And there we go. It is going to be another triple for Neverland. All right. Another one that just kind of squeaks by because, again, they're letting all the troops go right through the Town Hall Poison. I do think that if this was hard mode, that we'd be more likely to see these attacks failing. Just because it is a little less forgiving, and that Town Hall Poison's no joke. RC carries when they don't overgrowth the Town Hall, yeah. Exactly, and then when you're on hard mode, the RC takes more damage and deals less damage, so she can't carry as well. Hello, Noah. Can I check and rate your clan? We won't be taking a look at any clans or bases today, sorry. We're just going to be watching this match. Ooh, interesting. Synchronic lost. Synchronic's eliminated from the GCC. They had a fail. Ashward just sent me this in DMs. Let's take a look. It's wrong button. Looking for display capture. That's the one. Why? Oh, that's right. I was gonna say, why is it like that? Weird. Oh, wrong thing. That's better. So apparently Synchronic has been knocked out. So Philip had a fail, or not Philip, sorry, General X had a fail. And I mean, they got a defense too. Did they lose on time or percentage? 96, they lost on percentage. They would have lost on time too. Minute 47 to minute 57. Oof. Luckily for Synchronic, they've got their ticket, right? Wait. Now I'm blanking on who has what ticket. Synchronic has a silver ticket, right? Or is it gold? They were one of the first teams to get a golden ticket. Yeah, okay, I remember now. There's so much to keep track of, especially when everything keeps getting reset. Here we go. Next attack is in. So yeah, they're not sweating too much, but they do lose out on that prize pool. Alright, here we go. There's a team that I actually get Synchronic mixed up with. I think it was SE that I kept getting them mixed up with in my head. It's going to be a dragon attack from Agent 33 from HTM. They already tried once to move away from the Root Riders, and now Agent is doing it again. See how it goes. Had that giant arrow from the right side of the base to take out a sweeper, and I wasn't looking, but I think he got at least one air defense as well. Alright, dragon straight into one of the other air defenses on the top right side of the base. A raged up Electro Dragon from that top left side is going to be able to rage through and grab some of these buildings, help set the funnel. Got a siege barracks over at 9 o'clock. Alright, Dragon's pushing in. He's going to use the dragons to go through the town hall, but for now he is going to overgrowth in the core of the base, cover up the town hall, and let the dragons go around it to avoid all that damage. Got a jump spell on the bottom side of the base. Barbarian King moving in. The Queen also still pushing right along down there. She doesn't have her ability, so she does need to be careful, but that King moving out in front now is going to be able to tank some of that damage. We do have Ice Golems out of the clan castle. Going to be a little bit annoying. It's going to hold these troops up for just a little bit. We do still have one rage spell left to use. Let's see where he's going to use it. Going to drop it on the bottom side of the town hall. This attack is thinning out a lot down here on the bottom side. The dragons are starting to die out, but the Queen's got the town hall secured. That last dragon going to go down in that town hall poison, but the RC can move in, grab the multi-archer tower, maybe. Oh, that giant bomb helps take her out, and the multi-archer tower is full. Queen's going to get through the core. Luckily, this doesn't come down to time, because it is going to be slower, but it is going to be a triple to keep HTM alive in this match, but they're going to need a defense. But nicely done to Agent 33. That was a little sketchy there towards the middle slash end. The multi-archer tower almost caused them a headache. Which side was Synchronic on? I think we've seen them. There's Synchronic's number 2 team. Marcos Esports still in here. There's another, I think that might be the same. No, that's a different Vista Ridge team. Let's see. There's Robin Hood again. We've seen them earlier. There's Synchronic. They lost that match against Death God. So we'll be keeping an eye on Death God, see how far they go. I mean, they took out a golden ticket team, so you know, sky's the limit. Although I don't know how far they can get with 14 Star Wars, to be honest. I mean, Synchronic put up 14 stars, so, you know. And of course, we got Navi down here. They play tomorrow. This is at noon. Unfortunately, I'll have to be at work, so I won't be able to see it. I'm sure there'll be plenty of people streaming it, though. Underworld X still made it through. Alright. Definitely a few interesting teams to keep an eye on, and some new teams to keep an eye on as well. It'll be really interesting to see how things shake out as we move towards round of 32. Get rid of that now. When did they play that synchronic match? Was that earlier today? Oh, I think that was at like 3 today, but I had a meeting. I remember seeing some big matches this afternoon. Actually, I had a YouTube-related meeting. Oh, 10 a.m. I see. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. Here we go. Santiago is in. Let's see if Neverland can stay perfect and keep themselves in this match. They're actually going to bring in a Queen Charge Lalo for this one. All right. Well, let's see what they can do. Let's take a look at the hero equipment. It is looking like it's going to be just typical stuff. All right. Flame Flinger from the top side of the base. We get the Archer Queen off to the right. A couple of Super Barbs to set a funnel. All right. Queen Charge in. He does have the Headhunter there for the enemy RC. Down she goes. Does have 4 Super Wall Breakers as well. That's quite a few. Keep an eye on the Flame Flinger and the Queen at the same time, just in case anything crazy happens with the Flinger. You never know. We do have a bunch of Skellies on that Queen. Actually having a little bit of a hard time keeping up, but she finally gets through them all. Alright. No wall breaks. Oh wait, he did drop a wall break on the lower side of that compartment, so she could push in towards the Ricochet Cannon. That aggressive rage. The healers weren't in it, but she finally steps up, pulls the healers in. Barbarian King from the bottom side. I'm sure he's going to use a wall break down there as well to get that King through the Eagle Artillery. Alright, defensive rage going off in the core of the base. Got to be careful with this Queen Charge. She is going to be taking a ton of damage. She's getting low. That tornado grabs her. Luckily, she didn't die through ability there. That was actually kind of close. But here we go. Oh, that scatter shot just sniped the wall breaker. He does have one more left to use. Is he going to try to send it again for the Queen? Yes, he is. Target's a bad wall, though. Rip. Rip the wall breakers. Actually, that's not a terrible wall if she were to walk down, but I don't think she's going to head down. The King didn't get the Eagle, but he does get the Town Hall. Not sure that that was part of the plan, but that works. All right, looks like Flame Flinger's opened up. Dragon Rider's coming out of there. Queen's going to beat a wall, her favorite target in the game. And here we go. He sent a few balloons to grab the Eagle Artillery off the bottom side of the base, and the rest of the Lalo coming in from the left side. Here we go. We got Headhunters in the mix for the enemy Queen down here. Pops Warden's ability. Balloons making their way in. The balloons are actually rather clumped up here at the start. So hopefully they can spread out a little bit as they make their way into the base. It looks like they are, actually. So that pathing works out pretty well. Now we got to get into the very core of the base. We got the double multi Inferno Tower. We got the Royal Champion in there to help out. Drops in the freeze on the Inferno Tower and the Monolith. Going to keep everything protected here. All right, still has RC's ability. Still has an Invis to use. It's not looking too bad. Drops the Invis down. Perfect. That was a great spot for it. Covers up the balloons and the RC. All right, gets through the Warden Tower, and this is going to be a 3-star all day long. Beautiful attack from Santiago for Neverland, and these guys are staying perfect. He's even going to swag the RC's ability. Very nicely done. That RC did work. Hey, Selena, welcome in. All right. So, Neverland are one attack away from winning this match. HTM, no question, have to triple their last hit and then cross their fingers and toes for a defense. We'll see. Hello, Sampath. Welcome in. Hello, hello. All right. Also, let me take a look at what matches are happening tomorrow. I already looked at them once. I know there's a few matches at noon that are some good matches. Navi and Tribe play at the same time for GCC. So those will be a couple of good matches to keep an eye on to see if Tribe and Navi both move forward to the round of 32. Good morning to you as well, Sampath. Good morning. It's evening out this way. But I know for a lot of people it's morning already. Here we go. Last attack of the match for HTM. They actually dropped Spray recently. I'm not 100% sure why. So, Kami Cab is a new player for this HTM roster. Let's see how he does. Looks like it's going to be a giant arrow through the base here with a couple of zaps in the core. But those builder huts are already going to town, so... Oh, it's not a giant arrow. What was the point of that then? Sweeper? Must have been a sweeper. I was overthinking that tremendously. Alright. Dragons from the bottom side of the base. Here we go. Here we go. Warden is in. Balloons are in. Does he have a blimp for the town hall? No, he's sending a siege barracks somewhere. Where's the siege barracks? Am I blind? Oh, there it is. It's clear down at the bottom. It's been in for a little while, too. Alright, Warden ability going off. He's going to risk it for the biscuit here. All the way for the town hall. We do have the overgrowth for the town hall on the back side of the base. Defensive rage going off. Lots of archers out of the clan castle. Drops in the poison. But the archers actually duck out of it, which is unfortunate. But the dragons should be able to handle the archers. You have the overgrowth over the town hall, and the defense is behind it. The sweeper is being very annoying here. Spiky ball going off for the barbarian king. All right, and then the dragons are just going to go straight to that scatter shot, go through the air defense, and continue working their way around the base. In the meantime, we got super minions out of the siege barracks on the bottom side of the base. If they can take care of that multi-archer tower, that would be super helpful. They do get the sweeper, but... Oh, they do get the multi-archer tower as well. That helps out quite a bit here for the back end, but this attack is fizzling out. Again, we see the dragon struggling on this one. The tornado trap going off as the hogs move in. Luckily, most of them missed it anyway. All right. The Skelly spell in to help tank some damage. RC pushing her way through. She's stuck on Skellies. There we go. Moving on to the town hall. Can she get it down? The fox is there to help out. Makes her invisible one more time. No spell support, though. It's going to be close, actually. Can the RC finish it? If not, the queen should be able to handle it. Yeah, the RC doesn't get it. But we still have the queen moving through. We still have the king with the phoenix. I think it's still going to be a triple. Barely. Of course, if they don't get the triple here, that's just already GG. And it doesn't matter if they get a defense or not. All right, town hall finally goes down. That took forever. We got the town hall poison to deal with. And then the builder hut, and that's it. So it should be a 3-star here. Defensive rage going off, but it doesn't matter. Does it? Does that builder hut take the queen? No. Okay. I was gonna say, imagine the raged up builder hut takes down the poisoned queen. Now she's just got to beat through a wall. Does she have time? She should. She has 25 seconds. Oh, and she's got a weak wall. Yeah, she's got it. That's a triple, but just barely. Hard mode, this would never go through? Yeah. This would definitely not go through. Hello, Mops. Who's missing from HTM? Spray is the one who's missing. I'm trying to remember what his actual, like, in-game name was, because his name in-game wasn't Spray anymore. Or, I don't remember what he used to go by. But I guess he was released from the team. And I don't know much more about it from that. MOS has silver tickets, so Spray would definitely want to play in LCQ. I see. I don't know much about Spray and his relationship with MOS. Hello, Southern Clashers. Any matches after this? Unfortunately, not tonight. Tonight's going to be a shorter stream. Tomorrow we got multiple matches, though, so it's going to be a longer stream tomorrow. We should be going live tomorrow around like 4 p.m. Eastern. Maybe 5 p.m. Eastern. But we'll be live earlier and longer. Alright, here we go. Retweak with the last attack of the match. This is the attack for the win. We got the king and queen coming in from the right corner. The ice golem coming in behind the heroes to make sure it doesn't do too much tanking. Okay. Sage barracks down at the very bottom side of the base. We got the root rider to open up that initial wall. Also do a little bit of initial tanking as well. And here we go with the main group of root riders in from the right side of the base. Here we go. Roots are in. They're going to start pushing their way towards the back end of the base. We got the one overgrowth. 3 rages, a couple of freezes. King's ability already going off. We do have the triple ice golem CC to slow things down. This Valkyrie's trying to get through the wall before the root riders even get there. They're trying to get after that enemy queen. And I think they will actually open the wall before the roots make their way towards the middle. Pops that warden's ability. That healing tome going to heal these troops back up while they're invincible. Overgrowth on the backside. That monolith needs to go down sooner rather than later. The root riders opening up to the walls towards it, but everything else running to the outside of the base. Not super ideal That monolith is definitely going to stay up longer than what he would have liked. Going to be firing away at the queen here. Can she move in and snipe it? She doesn't have frozen arrow, but it goes down nonetheless. Nicely done here to the archer queen. It's actually a big pickup for her. The overgrowth wearing off. We do have the invis tower that is going to go off at some point. There's the last freeze. That's just to keep some of that town hall damage off these troops as they work around the outside. There's the invis. All right. RC coming in from the top side of the base with her ability, with her hog riders, and this is crushed for a triple. Nicely done to Reach Weekend. Neverland will be moving on to the round of 32 as they take down HTM Esports. GG's to them. Nice upset. It's not the defending world champions, but this HTM lineup is still very good. Unfortunately for them, they are eliminated. All right. There we go, 15 to 14. Well, I expected that to go down to time, but HTM with the slip up, and they're out of here. I'm curious what time would have looked like, but I know it would have been different if they didn't have the fail. It wasn't super far apart. 8 seconds. One slip up's all it takes, yep. That was a kind of a big slip up too, unfortunately, for Brigatoras. It does seem like most of the fails we see now, it was Root Riders, but here lately, and just like the last couple of weeks, it's actually been Electro Dragons. Actually, a recent example is Gaku. He had that big 1-star with Electro Dragons. So, you gotta start wondering when the Electro Dragons get pulled out, what's gonna happen there. Definitely something to keep an eye on. I also don't think we've seen quite as many Root Rider fails since they've switched from the 2 overgrowth to the 1 overgrowth. It's still a bit risky to end on the Town Hall. And I'd still say it's one of the more risky attacks, mainly in hard mode, because you're ending on the Town Hall. But like I said, that is going to be it for me tonight. I'm checking out over here who is live. Looks like we can raid over to Michael. I think he's streaming another match after this. Actually, he's streaming a couple of different matches. So we're going to raid over to him. Thank you guys for hanging out for the short stream. I'll be live again tomorrow. Hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, and I'll catch y'all next time. Take care. See y'all later. Let me start this raid before I forget. There we go. Take care, guys. See ya.